Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. So today's topic might sound a little bit rough, but it was an experience I had and I want to share it with you because hopefully you won't make the same mistake. So it's about emptying that storage unit now. What are you waiting for? So if you're still holding on to that storage unit month after month, year after year, maybe you've been telling yourself, I might need that stuff someday, or I will get to it eventually, or maybe you're telling yourself, I'll regret it if I let go of it. But let's be real. Every month you keep that storage unit, you're really just wasting money and also an opportunity. What could you be doing with that extra $100 to $200 a month? That's not just rent. That's money that you'll never get back. And for what? this was me. For storing stuff that I probably should have decluttered when I moved from my big house. So when I look back on that downsizing and decluttering journey of my own, one of the things that I regret a lot is that I paid so much money for a large air-conditioned, heated storage unit for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years, that's a lot. And when I finally did get rid of it, I ended up donating and discarding about 75% of it. So what a waste of time, money, and effort. But once I let go of it, I felt free, I felt unburdened, and I was really proud of myself for finally dealing with not just the physical stuff, but the emotional attachment that I had to whatever was in there. So I didn't realize just how emotionally tied I was to all those things that I was holding on to just in case, even though I rarely saw them or even thought about them. So letting go was like removing a weight I didn't even realize that I was carrying. So what I did gain was freedom, peace of mind, and more money each month to live the life that I was really wanting to actually live. So let me ask you, what's really hiding in that storage unit? And is it worth the cost to you financially and emotionally? Maybe it is, but maybe not. What would it feel like to finally deal with all of that stuff and just let it go and close out the storage unit and save that kind of money? So if you are downsizing and decluttering or just longing for that simpler life with less, don't make the same mistake that I did. Number one, try to get rid of the things before you even need a storage unit. But if you do have a storage unit, empty your storage unit sooner than later, and don't let all of that someday stuff steal you from your life today. You deserve the freedom that's waiting for you behind that roll-up door. So if you need a little inspiration to clean out the storage unit that you've been wanting to clean out, I've created a step-by-step guide so that you can move on it and get it done. So the first thing is to schedule it as if it's a move. So set a date, treat it like it's a business appointment that you just can't miss. Then gather up your team and a truck, and then bring all the right supplies, so the boxes, the trash bags, the markers, the tape, water, and also a get-it-done attitude and mindset that will prepare you then for some difficult decisions. And then if you work in sections in that storage unit, divide it up into zones or into rows, and then start with one zone or one row at a time so it's not so overwhelming. And then ask the right questions and be tough on yourself. Would I pay to move this again? Would I choose this if I already owned it? And who am I today? And does it really fit into the lifestyle that I have right now? And another really tough question is, am I keeping this for myself or for someone else? So decide to decide. That's another step to this whole process. So you sort it into categories, the keep, and those are the things that are essential or meaningful, and they have a piece of a place to go in your home. And then donate, and they're still useful, but you don't need it, you don't want it, you're not going to use it. And then sell it if you have the time and energy, if you think that's worth it. And then the next step is to, the next part is to toss or to recycle. So those damaged or outdated or even irrelevant things. The next step is to create boundaries. And this is one of those things that You use a single box, label it, and label it, decide by, and whatever the date is, and then follow through with it. This is for those maybe items that are really just too tough to decide, but obviously it can't be that much because what's the point? Then the next one is to deliver it to the donation site or the dumpster immediately. Don't wait, and don't second guess yourself, just do it. And then don't rent again. So once the storage unit is cleared out, cancel your contract right away, and then don't rent again because it's just that other waste. And then the next step is to celebrate because there's freedom and there's also money that you're saving. So just a few closing thoughts, and that's that your storage unit might be full of just-in-case items, like mine was, but your life is happening right now. So let go of the past so you can intentionally embrace the present and the future without the burden of all that extra stuff. I hope this helps.